So we're doing Joey Graceffa and Alex Carpenter's Hunger Games tag. Question 1. What's your favorite book in the Hunger Games trilogy?
1.
Okay, she hasn't read the last book all the way through yet, so she can't give a definite opinion, but actually my favorite book is either 2 or 3. The first one was good, but I like the development of the characters in 2 and 3, and I really like the ending of the 3rd book because it's very realistic. A lot of people don't like the 3rd book as much, but I disagree. Okay.
Well, I like the first one because you actually meet the characters.
Okay, well, yeah. And then most of them die, so...
Okay.
How long would you last in the Hunger Games?
Cornucopia.
You died the cornucopia? I think I'd probably pull a fox face and run away and try to hide and stick it out as long as I could. But yeah, I probably wouldn't make it to the end. What is the strangest thing you thought was going to happen in the books?
The strangest thing that I think that would have happened in the books?
Yeah, it didn't have to be necessarily something that did happen, but something you thought was going to happen and didn't, or something that you didn't expect to happen.
I didn't expect for Katniss to push Peeta and be such a jerk to him.
When?
Like, after he admitted that he liked her.
Oh, okay, after the interviews. I think the weirdest thing that I thought was going to happen or didn't might have been, See, I think I knew already that Peeta was going to live. But when they announced that only one could be a victor, at that point I was like, wait a minute. What? So I kind of freaked out then. But then I kind of was like, okay, no, because there's 3 books and I remember them talking about it, so... Okay, how were you introduced to the Hunger Games? I'll go first. Joey Graceffa. Yeah, I heard about it basically through him. And for a long time I thought it was just like a bloody book. I didn't really know much about it, so I didn't want to read it for a long time, and then everyone was like, the Hunger Games are so good! So I was like, okay, I guess I'll read it. The movie's coming out. And so I read it and I was like, oh my gosh, they're so good! So yeah, that's how I was introduced to it.
She kept telling me about how good this book was, and I thought it was just like something that only she would like and it would be lame. And then,
gee, thanks.
But it's not, it's definitely not. And so I started reading it on like the day before my trip back to where we used to live. And I read the first book and finished it by the time we got back, and I was just obsessed about it then. I'm like, Jessica, give me the next book, now!
Yeah, and actually we lent the books to my sister down south, and so she has the last book still, and we're like, we can't wait to get it back, so we went and bought a second copy of it for her to read. Favorite moment that happens in the Hunger Games? We'll stick with the first book for this, just because there's too many to choose from and she hasn't read the whole thing. So, what's your favorite moment?
That's hard. Oh, when she found Peeta in the... Was that the second book, though? When she found him in the arena in the river?
That's the first book.
Okay. I can't...
Oh, that movie did such a great job on that scene, too. Yeah. I like that part. But, so your favorite was when she found him after they announced that there could be 2 victors. Okay. That's really hard. I think maybe my favorite part might have been when Peeta announced during the interviews that he liked her, because the reader kind of starts to realize he does like her, and it's not like fake, but she's like totally clueless like throughout the entire Hunger Games. Like that's like one of the themes in the book with Katniss. Like she's completely like always wrong. She's always wrong about everything and everyone, and it's kind of nice to kind of start to see like when she's beginning to see people are there for her. That's what I think is special. Okay, and we're keeping to the first book again, so because I have a different answer for this if we were going to be talking about all of them. But who's your favorite villain?
Oh, man. It has to be Kato, because he's so awesome somehow.
Yeah, he's so murder hungry, but there's like this other side to him that you don't really think about until like the end, and you're like, this guy really didn't have a choice. My favorite villain in the first book. Well, I think the government in general, because they created the Hunger Games, and so it's just a really sick thing that's going on, and I'd say that's like the overall villain is just the entire Capitol government. Yeah. Who is your favorite character?
Oh, goodness. We all have to agree on this one.
1, 2, 3. PETA! It's not because he's cute, okay? PETA's just a really, really, really good, like, pure character. I was really impressed with, like, his just good heart. So, and Katniss is cool too, but Katniss is more like just confused a lot of the time. It's just frustrating. So, yeah. Is that the same reason for you, or?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What district would you live in? Any district.
Phoenix.
4? You want to live in
Yeah.
4? Well, based off of where we live, I'd say we'd be in the capital, but I'd probably either want to live in 4 because it's by the sea, and I like seafood. All the seafood I could have. Or one of the ones closer to the capital, like 2 or 1, because they have an easier life, even though they're like the capital's lapdogs. Because all the other ones basically suck to live in. I wouldn't want to have the peacekeepers all down my throat all the time.
Yeah.
What was the most emotional moment in the books for you? It's gotta be something from the arena. I'd say Rue's death. Yeah, Rue's death. Rue's death was definitely the most emotional point because she's so innocent and just, it was just so sad. Just, Rue. Okay, what item from home would you take into the arena with you as your district token?
You.
I don't know if that's loud. Maybe either I'd try to think of something that could work as a weapon and wouldn't be seen as one by anyone else. That's tough.
Your X-Acto knife.
That's the weapon, Kristen. No, it can be anything.
Well, Binky, he's kind of evil and he could be a weapon if you throw him hard enough at someone.
It's like a distraction. Here, have some food. And you throw the cat. Yeah, we have an evil cat, so that'd be a good one. You could throw the cat at whoever's the hungriest who wants to kill you, and you'd have time to get away. That's a really good answer.
And he'd probably maul their face off, you know. Like
he doesn't have claws anymore.
With his mouth.
That's, well, yeah, or they could, depends on if they have a weapon or not, because he'll probably be dead. What was the most evil plan someone made in the books?
The evil plan?
Mm-hmm.
Can we include the Capitol?
Yeah.
Because they made the Hunger Games.
Yeah, so we agree that the most evil thing was the Capitol and their whole Hunger Games scheme. So, last question. What are you looking forward to most in the film? Well, we already saw the film, but what were you most looking forward to? Or what was your favorite part of the film?
I just hope that they got it right, and they did. So, I wasn't really expecting more than that.
Yeah, I was really hoping they didn't butcher it because I've seen a lot of bad book adaptations.
Avatar.
Aragon. Oh my gosh, Avatar was the worst. Even though it was a TV movie, adaptation, it was the most horrible thing on the planet. Whatever his name is.
I liked it. You know.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Avatar?
Not Avatar. The other one.
Aragon.
Yeah.
It's because you think the main actor was cute.
Okay.
It was so not like. Ugh. Okay, but Avatar was the worst. I was just hoping they didn't butcher it. And yeah, there were a couple things that were different. But I really, really loved what they did with. They did a good job without keeping inside Katniss's head, because they didn't have that inner monologue going, so they had to find a way to get us to see what was going on and understand the whole premise, especially if you hadn't read the books yet, and they did a good job with that. So, I was very pleased. And I liked the whole scene with the interviews. This is Only Digi Ninja. She has a YouTube channel too. We're going to post this there too. And we'll be doing a Hunger Games movie review soon, so keep an eye out for that. And we're kind of new to making videos, so you can expect things like this from us, and also more book reviews and funny skits or parodies, and talking about other YouTubers we like and other things. So, yeah! Alright, bye! You're supposed to get better aim at this. Jeez, Katniss. Almost.
Hit the door.
Hit the doorknob. That was my curtain.
Your curtain needs to go.
Needs to go, needs to go.
So are you gonna
Hey look, I'm clever!
recording?
No, tracker jackers!
Oh wow.
Dumbest way to defend yourself.